Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be reacting to the first part of the 7-part Band-Maid documentary series. This first episode, I presume, will be focused on SAIKI, so I'm excited to check this one out. This recommendation, as well as the other 7, I'm going to be reacting to all parts of this documentary series. So all of these are sponsored by Polskabab or Robert. Polskabab, you may know that username from the Band-Maid comment section in my reaction. So thank you very much, Robert or Polskabab, whichever you prefer, for your generous support and these recommendations. I'm truly excited to get into this one and the rest. So yeah, let's just jump in. I don't know what to expect with this documentary. Maybe the history of SAIKI.
Welcome to Kofu, the capital city of Yamanashi Prefecture, where SAIKI was born on February 8th. Known for its proximity to Mount Fuji and its grapes and wines.
Oh, that is a beautiful shot. Something I always appreciated about Japanese culture are the cherry blossoms. That's a Call of Duty camo. I loved it.
Fuji and its grapes and wines. Yamanashi is mostly covered by forests. This is the beautiful landscape where SAIKI spent her childhood with her mother and stepfather as her
Mount
parents
Fuji.
are divorced. Her mother was born and raised in Osaka, and SAIKI describes her as a person who doesn't hold anything back and could be very aggressive. Her stepfather wasn't really a father figure in SAIKI's education, as her mother took responsibility for this role as well.
Is that her right there with the parents? She's so cute if that's her.
SAIKI was a very shy child who couldn't leave her mother's knees but forced herself to go to school anyway. As her mother loved to drink with her friends, SAIKI spent a lot of time in bars called izakaya, a snack bar in Japan where you can drink a lot and talk loud.
You know, I find it very surprising that SAIKI was shy, because as the front woman for Band-Maid, she is screaming her lungs out. That doesn't map onto shy necessarily.
A snack bar in Japan where you can drink a lot and talk loud. Try to picture a shy young girl eating dinner in the middle of a group of her mother's friends while they drank alcohol. SAIKI had a very funny and lively childhood. She spent a lot of time singing at the karaoke, as her mother kept asking her to sing various types of songs. Songs to cry to, like Nada So So by Rimi Natsukawa.
Sounds beautiful.
Or more poppy songs, like Butterfly by Koura Kumi.
Wow. You know, already from these two song references that she sang in her childhood because of her mother, I can see how these styles have ever so slightly influenced what she sounds like in Band-Maid. You get that beautiful melody, those amazing bridges we all know SAIKI for, and then those punchy, almost rap pop style verses. This feels very much like SAIKI's influence, at least partially.
At first, SAIKI sang because she was asked to. But after being praised by her mother and her friends, SAIKI kept singing again and
Makes
again,
sense.
learning more songs and listening to different types of music.
Good.
Listening to Koura Kumi led SAIKI to discover Namie Amuro,
See, I hope you guys will enjoy my reaction. I don't know much about Japanese culture at all, so all of these artists are completely unknown to me. I'll do my best with the context clues, though.
led SAIKI to discover Namie Amuro, a famous Japanese singer, dancer, and model who's been referred to as the queen of Japanese pop.
Okay.
SAIKI became a huge fan of Namie Amuro and decided to take dancing lessons when she was around 8 or 9 to become just like her idol.
Dancing is hard.
She talked about the kind of Namie fan she was in the second episode of the radio show called Band-Maid Nippon, a 20-minute regular radio show that
Band-Maid Nippon. I'm not sure what Nippon means.
Aired during the pandemic on Nippon Broadcasting System, a sister company of Band-Maid's label Pony Canyon.
私の人生を変えた一曲は安室奈美恵さんのファンキータウンです。
ああ、
ファンキータウン
もうね、サイちゃんといえばっていうぐらいこ
そうだね。
うね
安室奈美恵さん
大好きだったね。
大好き。
もうだって
私の神様。
Is Kobato Miku? I remember seeing in the titles of the videos Kobatu Miku. I guess, is that her first name for real? Or is Miku her nickname? Let me know.
だと思っています。
すごかったんだからっぽ。安
何
室さんが引退を発表した時
恥ずかしい。
もう忘れられないあれはバンドメイドのツアー直前のゲネ最終の投資リハーサルみたいなのをやってる時に、お昼のニュースかなんかで確か
You know, I don't even need the captions to just like enjoy listening to them speak. I don't know what that tells you about me, but they have such just pleasant voices.
流れたんですよね。
はい
で練習というかリハーサル中のちょっとした休憩の合間時間に、そのニュースを見たサイちゃんは椅子普通に座ってたのに崩れ落ちたからね。
座ってたのにね。
座ってたのに立ってたわけじゃないのに崩れ落ちて叫んだから。
I want to hear SAIKI laugh again.
座ってたのに崩れ落ちたからね。
座ってたのにね。
座ってたのに立ってたわけじゃないのに
Nice
崩れ
laugh.
落ちて叫んだから。
叫んだ。
みんなでどうしたのって
めっちゃ嘘
そうでちょっともう
やばい
半泣きなんですかね。で
泣いた
泣いてた。で
泣こうよ
ごめんなさいもう今日はできませんって
だ。やったよ。やったけどね。
やったけど一旦もうちょっと
See, now I'm very curious. I'm sure one of you have written it in the comment section in one of my reactions, but how long have the Band-Maid members known each other? Did they meet at various different stages or all at once for their entire lives? Maybe they'll answer it, but I'm just posing the question to you as well.
私今日はもうできないですって
10分は休ませてもらった。
そうだねちょっと一旦それで休憩がっつり休憩にしましょうって
ちょっと気持ちの整理させてください。
もう本当に崩れ落ちてたとね。
そうぐらい好きなんです。安室奈美恵さんのことが。はい。
Saiki's mother often asked her to audition, but at that time, Saiki thought it would be impossible for her to pass an audition and actually become someone who can sing and dance like her idol, Namie Amuro.
It's that self-doubt.
And then one special day, on her birthday, Saiki asked to go to Tokyo to take a look at life in the big city.
I like this music. This does not sound like
It was
Band-Maid though.
during this trip to Tokyo that Saiki was scouted by a talent agency named Rising Production. But it was not just any talent agency. Rising Production also managed Namie Amuro.
Her idol. What are the chances? That's like actually destiny.
At first, Saiki worked as a model. You can see pictures from a photo shoot she did with Jimmy Ming Shum in November 2012.
Makes sense.
Then,
She's beautiful.
she was asked about what she would like to do. Of course, Saiki brought up singing. So, she took singing lessons. The agency also asked her about acting lessons. And even though she wasn't really interested in acting, she agreed in order to have more opportunity in the future.
That's so interesting. So like, I'm not an actor. I'm not a musician, like at that level anyway. So it seems like the talent agency, the management company, they acquire you as a talent. You go through different stages, and then they also allow you to take classes under their umbrella to help build you up because they see some potential in you. Very curious to hear about that process.
Acting, she agreed in order to have more opportunity in the future. When she was in high school, Saiki traveled between Yamanashi and Tokyo on the weekend for her singing lessons. She was on the right path to become a professional singer and dancer.
This sounds like Band-Maid.
Through those singing lessons, SAIKI learned a lot about how to sing properly, louder, and also how to move while singing.
Use that diaphragm.
When you sing, it's important to express yourself with gestures, but SAIKI was still very shy. She used to sing while standing still. But the years of dancing lessons did give SAIKI a good sense of rhythm.
Good.
And those singing lessons helped her to overcome her shyness. SAIKI started to show signs of the strong, confident, and mesmerizing singer that we know
Good.
today.
Haven't heard this one. You know, it's like now because there's a focus on SAIKI and then we're talking about like her training, her dancing, it makes so much sense. And this is never a comment that I've made during any of my Band-Maid reactions, but SAIKI is very facially expressive, and she also is big on dancing on stage. Basically, she uses a lot of like, and I think like a colloquial term is like body English. She's throwing her body into her singing. And there's something very powerful in doing that because you're controlling all aspects of your body. It can also have like this double-edged like sword effect where, you know, you have to like maintain perfect control of your diaphragm, or your singing will suffer. So the fact that she's able to do all of this singing while dancing around stage, it makes sense given her background and her learning, and she's really good at it. Just thought I'd point that out. I'm like having revelations over here.
A lot happened in SAIKI's life since her trip to Tokyo. After joining Rising Production, SAIKI was scouted by Platinum Passport during one of her singing lessons. This is when she decided to move to Tokyo to focus on her career. SAIKI appeared briefly in a commercial for Taisho Pharmaceutical. You can also see her...
Wait, is that her?
SAIKI appeared briefly in a commercial for Taisho
With the glasses? I've never seen SAIKI with glasses.
Pharmaceutical. You can also see her dancing in a music video for the singer May J. SAIKI was an actress in the B team of Go Jet Go Go Zero, a musical comedy where she played the role of Meg, the sister of the lead character.
Wait, something that I don't know the answer to, which the answer may have been already given out. How old is she here? She looks maybe teens.
Where she played the role of Meg, the sister of the lead character. She was in the cast between June 26th and July 3rd, 2013. That's not all. Between August 13th and 19th, SAIKI performed in a play called Night of the Blue Moon, where she had the role of a nurse.
I'm learning a lot so far.
SAIKI has always been a fan of trains, which is pretty common in Japan. She likes to take photos and visit museums like the Kyoto Railway Museum, where she went.
Apparently, I also was a train fan when I was a child. I would wait. Well, me and my mom would go to the train tracks, and I would wait there, and I would cheer the train on. It's a fun time.
She likes to take photos and visit museums like the Kyoto Railway Museum, where she went in 2016. SAIKI considers herself amongst the photographers when it comes to talk about train enthusiasts. There is also something else that's very present in SAIKI's daily life, and it's the only other topic you can see on her X account: the Japanese baseball team, Hanshin Tigers. SAIKI is a huge fan of this team, and she's supported them for a long time. She reposts every victory, and sometimes she just posts about them. She even talked about...
You know what is so awesome to me? This is just like a separate comment, but related. I love it when there's like crossovers between like different figures in media. And, you know, if let's say I'm a big Tigers fan and then I'm independently also a big SAIKI fan, to know that SAIKI is a fan of the Tigers as well, that has to feel like a new level of bonding. I just really like it when there's like crossovers. That'll happen to me a lot nowadays. There were influencers I followed like 10, 15 years ago when I was young, and YouTube was just coming up and, you know, becoming a big platform. and those people interacted with other people on the other end of the platform in like 2020, 2021, and up until the present in podcasts. It's just like such a crazy experience.
About the Hanshin Tigers on the radio with a show she hosted with Miku in 2021.
2025年にですね、阪神タイガースの2軍の本拠地が現在の鳴尾浜球場から小田南公園へと移転されます。知ってました？
知らなかったです。
メイン球場は3階建てで、すごい。客席は約3600席。内野は黒土、外野は天然芝です。頑張れ阪神タイガースという私の気持ちです。
なるほど、お気持ちありがとうございます。
はい。
If you really follow SAIKI on Instagram, you know that she loves taking photos, where she poses with various types of clothes, along with photos of her shoes and
she's an Instagram model too, the multi-talented SAIKI.
Nails. Talking about shoes, you can find videos of SAIKI showing a room full of sneakers in a series called Maid's Room, available for Omeisu-sama members. SAIKI is also one of the main models when it comes to feature Band-Maid clothes for the official website.
I hope you guys are enjoying my reaction, though. I know it's going to be a bit of a long one. I just looked down at my timer here. I'm assuming if you're still watching, you're a big fan. So thank you very much, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, too. All right, let's jump back in.
July 24th, 2013, a rock band called Band-Maid performed for the first time at Otsuka Deepa in Tokyo. This band consisted of 4 members: Konami on guitar, Akane on drums, Misa on bass, and Kabato Miku, the founder of the band, on vocals. Band-Maid performed 2 more times at Shibuya Milky Way on August 13th and at the Vunos in August 16th, before realizing that Miku's voice alone wouldn't be enough for her band. The management started to look for a lead vocalist within the agency.
Wait a second. So if I'm understanding this correctly, Band-Maid played without SAIKI first? So it was the 4 of them and then SAIKI joined. Let me listen to that again.
On vocals. Band-Maid performed 2 more times at Shibuya Milky Way on August 13th and at the Vunos in August 16th, before realizing that Miku's voice alone wouldn't be enough for her band. The management started to look for a lead vocalist within the agency.
Wow.
The
That's how they found
profile
her.
of a young new talent who'd moved from Yamanashi came up. She had taken dancing lessons for a few years along with singing lessons from her previous and current agency. She'd also done some acting here and there, but she always wanted to become a professional singer. Her name was SAIKI.
I can't believe she was the 5th member. Wow.
SAIKI was first contacted because her profile fit what the band was looking for. She was asked to come sing and listen to the songs planned for the band without being informed that she would have to perform in a special outfit.
Wow. So I'm curious now, was the genre of music that like Band-Maid play, was that at all known to SAIKI before she ended up joining them? Because I'm sure she would have like taken many opportunities being in her position looking for work and to be a singer as her dream was. I'm curious if like this would have been the first place she would have picked had she had, let's say, many choices. Although I don't know if she did or didn't, but I'm just very curious now because this is like their creative journey that I'm like questioning. I'm curious about that.
SAIKI was first contacted because her profile fit what the band was looking for. She was asked to come sing and listen to the songs planned for the band without being informed that she would have to perform in a special outfit. On SAIKI's first audition, none of the members were there, only the agency president, songwriters, and manager. They explained the project in detail, but SAIKI was really skeptical about the maid outfit. She listened to the music written for the band, and even though she really liked it, SAIKI was not really sure if she could sing these kinds of songs.
Okay, that answers my question. So she liked the music, she got to hear it before accepting, but she had self-doubt. No self-doubt. No to self-doubt.
But the management team told SAIKI her voice was great and was a perfect fit in the band. As she wanted to sing more and was ready to participate in any audition that could offer her a job in this area, SAIKI accepted the offer and officially joined Band-Maid.
Ooh. Oh. I like this song. Misa and Konami, back and forth. Oh, I love that. It's funky. I have to react to this. Take me higher.
SAIKI still had to meet the other 4 members, but she didn't meet them all at once.
4人同時じゃなくて徐々に会っていく感じだったんですけど、
Wow, like a gauntlet.
最初は茜だったかな。彼女についてはとにかく明るい人と。
Not that I don't appreciate the loud AI version of SAIKI. This doesn't sound real, but it is just very loud. I'm gonna just walk through this dialogue.
彼女についてはとにかく明るい人という印象ですごく明るくて素敵と思いましたね。なんで最初に茜と会ったかというと、私の最初の衣装を作ることになった時、当時はみんなと似たようなメイド服の衣装だったんですけど、彼女の衣装を元に作るのがバランス的にいいだろうということになったみたいで、お互い身長も一緒だし体重も近かったので、一回これを着てみてみたいな感じで、まず茜の衣装を着てみたんです。それで、ああここをちょっと直せばいけるねみたいな感じになってすぐにできたんですよ。ただ私その時点ではまだそれがメイド服だって分かってなかったんです。というかエプロンとか小物がないとただの黒いワンピースに見えるわけですよ。しかも袖が。
Yeah, I was gonna say, anytime I've seen SAIKI's outfit, if I didn't know that their theme was to be dressed as maids, I could just presume her to be wearing just like a nice dress with the flower usually in her hair.
というかエプロンとか小物がないとただの黒いワンピースに見えるわけですよ。しかも袖がない。いわゆる可愛い感じの衣装じゃなかったんですね。ただなんかフレアの幅が広いよなぐらいには思ってましたけどそして後日衣装ができたら付属品みたいなのがいろいろついてきて、それをつけてみたらおおメイド服やんと気づいて、そこで改めて小鳩とか金見の衣装を見て、ああバンドメイドのメイドってそれなのねってようやく
I'm glad that me and SAIKI both had the exact same revelation.
ああバンドメイドのメイドってそれなのねってようやく理解したんですそれはどうあれ、とにかく茜の第一印象はいろいろ親切にしてくれる明るいお姉さんでした。次に会ったのがミサで、彼女とはなんとなく気が合うんだろうなみたいな感じがして、好きそうなものが似てそうだよなと思いました。初めて会ったのは5人。
You know, that is an interesting question that I now have. It's more of like a conceptual, abstract one, but you know, I'm going to ask the question anyways. Of the 5 members in Band-Maid, which 2 do you think are most similar musically in terms of their style when they play? Like, is Akane most similar to Konami? Is SAIKI most similar to Miku? Like, which pair of the members in Band-Maid are most similar musically, and why? 250 words, due at 11:59 p.m. New Year's. Okay.
インでの初お給仕の前日、スタジオでのリハーサルの時でした。そこでみんなと「はじめましてよろしくお願いします」みたいな。その時の休憩時間にミサと話したのかな。彼女は人見知りなんだろうなってすぐ分かりました。自分と似た匂いを感じたからなんですけどだからなかなか会話が始まらないんです。茜の場合はすごく気を使ってくれるというか、人見知りを察知するのが早いんです。だからすぐに話を振ってくれるんですよ。放っておくと私は喋らないから、最近はどう思うみたいに本当に優しい。
That is nice. Akane always has just a big smile on her face anytime she's on the drums. I would assume she is the most extroverted, maybe along with Miku.
優しい人だなと思いましたね。そしてミサに対しては、この人もめちゃくちゃ人見知りだ。気持ちはわかるぞーと。初対面の時はちょっとした挨拶程度だったんですよ。お疲れ様ですみたいな。話をしたのはレコーディングの時だったんですけど、私にとってはスタジオ見学のようなものだったので、ああレコーディングってそうやるんですねとか話していた気がします。第一印象としては目の大きな人だなってしばらく
Okay, hold on. Is this AI or is this actually SAIKI speaking? Because if it is, I feel really bad because I like this voice now. It's definitely growing on me.
するととても真面目できちんとした人なんだなと気づかされました。何かの時にさようでございますかって言葉が聞こえてきて、そんな言葉遣いする人これまで私の周りにはいなかったぞと、めちゃくちゃ丁寧な感じで働き慣れてる人みたいなイメージがありました。社会人っぽいというか真面目な学校に通ってたのかしらという印象でしたね。初めて会ったのは
Oh, so she's going one by one through all of her meetings. Oh, because it was like all one by one meetings. Yeah, literally a gauntlet of Band-Maid.
そのリハーサルスタジオの時なんですよね、きっと。私が正確に覚えてないだけかもしれないけど
Wow.
実際本当に私が覚えてないだけみたいで、去年本人からその前に佐伯を見てるよって言われて怖っと思って知らないうちに影からオーディションされてたんだって。マネージャーと一緒にちらっと見に行ったことはあったんだよと。そりゃそうですよね。身なりぐらいは見ておかないと。私的にはお給仕前日のスタジオで会った時が初遭遇だったんですけど、その時は
What does she mean by serving?
なんかちっちゃい子が来たなと思って、これまた私の学校にはいなかったタイプだなとその時点で思いましたもん。何この5人ってなんでここにこの5人が集まってるのって最初から疑問でした。今も疑問最初小鳩に対してはキャラ強って思いましたね濃ゆいなこの人、独自のキャラがもうすでにあるって。他の3人についても癖強めというか濃いめだとは思っていて、でも同時に私自身はもっとそう見られているんだろうなと思っていたので。
Okay, another question that just occurred to me. So I asked you which two members are the most similar to one another. Now, if you had to describe each Band-Maid member's personality through the style of music they play, how would they do it? Would, Kanami be that like show off? Would Miku be that like cute artsy person, really bubbly? Would SAIKI be the raven? Like, how would you describe each of them?
最近になってそのことを言いました。絶対そう思ってたでしょってみんな素直に認めてましたマジで無理と思ったとか言ってましたね、小鳩は。マジでどうしようって悩んだよって、
These 5 members are really unique and really different, but they all became very close friends over the years.
That's great.
Although, it was not that easy for SAIKI.
Some growing pains. So humble.
SAIKI has a very shy personality, so it was hard for her to open up and talk to her new bandmates. From the beginning, Akane already knew Konami and Misa, so there was a connection between those 3. Miku, being very friendly and sociable, had no trouble fitting in with the new trio. But when SAIKI joined Band-Maid, the other 4 had already performed live and spent time together. So for someone as timid as SAIKI, it took a while to fit in.
Yeah,
She gave
I can totally understand that. Just, imagine just being a new kid at school. You're like in the out group right now trying to get in the in-group, but the in-group is super intimidating, and it's very hard to like break into those circles because like, what do I even say? Do I have the right to say what I want to say? It's just a difficult dynamic. I'm glad they are where they are now, but I can imagine like all of the intimidating feelings she may have.
Together. So for someone as timid as SAIKI, it took a while to fit in. She
My
gave her
camera's back.
opinion when asked, but the communication was very limited during the first months. SAIKI also had a lot to learn as a lead singer, as she had no experience when it came to concert setup or even singing on stage with a band. She didn't know how to wrap her mic cable or do a mic check, and even what a joint concert was.
Wow.
Of course, she went to a lot of concerts, but only for that one band she wanted to see before leaving the venue.
Yeah, huge learning curve.
SAIKI also struggled to sing with all the noise of her bandmates' instruments on stage, as she didn't wear in-ear monitors when she started to sing with Band-Maid.
Now, why wouldn't she wear the monitors? Is it just because she wasn't used to it and she didn't want to, or some other reason? They just like didn't give it to her for some reason. Because she should be learning with the monitors. It's very helpful. It also like drowns out all the other noise. It can protect you from some ear damage too, I'm pretty sure.
As she didn't wear in-ear monitors when she started to sing with Band-Maid. SAIKI performed her first concert with Band-Maid on August 22nd at Shibuya AX in Tokyo.
For a first show, this is crazy. Gotta start sometime.
Right after this concert, SAIKI got rid of the apron that was attached to her outfit. It took about 6 months for SAIKI to get used to being in a band and learn how to manage her setup for the concerts. This timing was perfect because on February 8th, 2014, on SAIKI's birthday, Band-Maid performed their first one-man concert.
Really? What do they mean by one-man concert? I don't get it. Just SAIKI singing? Where she's like leading the show? Fully? She's killing it. And the like sections, I'm just like not expecting what chapters are coming next. Like Lost and Found.
After the success of Thrill, Band-Maid played more concerts, and SAIKI found herself singing more than she was prepared for. Even though she took singing lessons for a few years, SAIKI's vocal technique was still very limited. And during her debut, she wasn't as cautious about how she sang.
Or did she damage her voice?
Band-Maid recorded Alone, SAIKI was being helped by a vocal coach to improve her singing skills, but it was already too late.
Oh God. I don't even know. I've been listening to Band-Maid so much. Did she hurt her voice? Yeah, because if you sing this stuff with improper technique and the way she's singing it, using a lot of that chest support, raising her larynx and, you know, contracting all of her neck muscles, over time it does start to play and affect your vocal cords to the point that some singers with poor form, they can develop polyps on their vocal cords, and it requires surgery, it requires treatment, and your voice can't tolerate as much damage. Like imagine you're going to a football game and you're screaming your lungs out. It hurts your voice the next day. You feel hoarse. Now imagine that's your entire job. Yeah, if you do it poorly, that's what singing's like.
A vocal coach to improve her singing skills, but it was already too late. Between 2015 and 2017, her throat suffered to the point where her voice became half as powerful as it was when she joined Band-Maid.
Wow.
At one point, she couldn't even record an entire song the same day.
That's so
she
scary.
had to rest a few days between takes to ensure that she didn't lose her voice for good. Even forced to speak in whispers for a while and used her voice only for singing.
I can't even imagine what she must be feeling.
Terrified by the idea of having to rely on surgery, she tried everything to avoid it, but finally realized that she would not be able to sing anymore if she waited any longer.
Yeah.
In the summer of 2017, she finally gathered her courage and went through with vocal cord polyp surgery.
Yep.
SAIKI
Wow.
was completely without a voice for a week. And then she wasn't allowed to sing for a month right after the surgery. She wrote it.
That's like one of my biggest fears in life. Like, what if I lose my hands? Because I use these hands for everything. I can't imagine if I'm like a singer, that's my life, my pride and joy, and I can't do it for a month. That's like actually depressing.
And then she wasn't allowed to sing for a month right after the surgery. She wrote a tweet to reassure everyone who'd been following her. With the help of her vocal coach, who had experience with this kind of surgery and a lot of training, SAIKI is now able to sing even better than before.
That's
and has
amazing.
improved her technique while learning how to properly care for her voice. You can see SAIKI taking care of her throat during MCs when she's drinking loquat syrup, or even after the show,
Wow.
where she's using a stainless steel ice bottle to keep her throat cool.
Oh, good.
SAIKI's voice changed a lot over the years, always improving, becoming more powerful with a wider range.
As somebody who uses their voice as well, like I use it to speak in conversation for these YouTube videos, if there are ways that I could learn to help remedy my voice, because sometimes I do feel that like vocal fatigue, not that I'm getting polyps or anything, but you can never be too careful. I need some tips. 36 minutes, guys. If you're here, love you. Oh my god, Akane. I could just listen to the whole song right now. SAIKI sounds so good in this. It's like a whole montage. You know, watching this documentary now, it like puts into perspective Miku's role, because I didn't realize that she was like the lead singer before, as well as being a guitarist, I presume. So she was really doing a lot, because you hear SAIKI doing so much. Very impressed. Many activities.
There are always more to do in a band than just play your instrument. There's writing songs, lyrics, and being involved in the whole process. SAIKI wrote lyrics here and there along with Miku since the release of Band-Maid in 2016. But she's started to write more by herself, as she's the one who's credited for lyrics on Corellium.
Ah, Corellium. I know that's Frank's one of his favorite songs.
By herself, as she's the one who's credited for lyrics on Corellium. Hate.
I think I got recommended this song a few times.
And Maji.
Well, look at how many people there are here. Let's do the guessing game. maybe like 400 up on this side, the same on the other, and maybe a 2,000 in the middle. So that's what, 3,600, 4,000. Not bad.
SAIKI actively participates in other activities around Band-Maid, like helping design clothes and giving ideas for the covers of Band-Maid CDs.
I love this cover.
At first, Miku was the spokesperson of the band. Well, SAIKI used to stay in the background.
Really?
Miku was the one who talked the most during media appearances and put on a show during MCs. But since the pandemic, SAIKI took a step forward
That's
and
awesome.
became, with Miku, part of the front image of Band-Maid.
Wow.
They
So
talked together
took
during
her a
the
while to
Band-Maid
develop
Nippon
that.
radio show and all other radio appearances. SAIKI has also become more active during MCs and started to talk from her heart with the fans.
That's
After a
great.
time, SAIKI came to realize that of all the maids, she had the best view of the stage, as she was free to roam as she focused on her singing. SAIKI was
Yeah, there's a lot of privilege that comes with being the lead singer. I mean, every single role in this group, there's a degree of privilege and responsibility. So I'm glad that she got to see that position truly embody it.
view of the stage, as she was free to roam as she focused on her singing. SAIKI was the one who started to talk to the other members about moving around the stage, interacting more with the crowd, and making each concert even more special.
Yeah, she does
常
that.
に驚かせたいっていうのがありますね。ハッとさせられたりゾクッとさせられたりっていうのは本気の生理現象だと思うし、そういう
Absolutely.
のを伴った時の方が記憶に残るんじゃないかなと思っていて、だから結局自分たちのことが相手の記憶に残っていってほしいのかな。忘れないでほしいというか、一回見たらもう忘れられないねみたいな、そういうのを目指しているところがあるのは確かですね。
Evolution. What are we at now? 41 minutes.
SAIKI changed a lot with Band-Maid, compared with the shy girl she was when she visited Tokyo for the first time. Scouted on that day by the same agency who managed her idol to become a model and being able to take singing lessons.
It's amazing,
And
that
then-
story.
Scouted a second time during those lessons by another agency to develop more talents.
Wow.
SAIKI
What a
performed
story.
in a few plays to end up joining an all-female rock band, playing songs far from her repertoire in an outfit that she never really liked. She had to learn everything from scratch to move towards her goal of becoming a professional musician. This shy young girl, who never thought that she could sing and dance for a living, became a confident, talented lead singer with an insane stage presence. SAIKI
This is such a beautiful story. And you know, that confirms for me that I actually love Band-Maid. When I just get so drawn into each individual member's story, I mean, this is what it's about. When you fall in love with a band, you learn about them, you discover their origins, you follow them along that way, you support them through their future endeavors. Like, this documentary is doing exactly what it should be doing, which is connecting me more to SAIKI, to Band-Maid. Thank you very much, Robert, for this recommendation. Hope you guys are enjoying my reaction, by the way. It's been a long one, but appreciate you being here with me.
changed so much that even those close to her, including herself, don't even recognize her when she's on stage. SAIKI seized an opportunity and took the best of it to evolve into a new version of herself.
It's a great
Surrounded by the
documentary.
best group of friends, she managed to rise to a point where she never thought she could reach. But this ascent is far from over. SAIKI and her bandmates have the energy to climb over any mountain in their way, no matter how high. In the end, and against all odds, SAIKI is the perfect fit for Band-Maid.
It's
The
true.
last piece of this miraculous puzzle
Oh, this is a
whose
beautiful
voice
song.
resonates across the world.
What song is this? What song is this? Someone write it now. What is this song? at 30 minutes and 18 seconds. That was beautiful.
I'm so glad to see you again.
Casper Michaels, you did a wonderful job. Yuri Takashima. Okay, that wasn't SAIKI's voice, but it wasn't AI. Script by Orange. Yeah, Orange, shout out to you. Beautiful video. Ooh, I need this song. All the names. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this reaction outro rather brief. I think you heard a lot of my thoughts at this point, but I'm just really glad to be diving this much into Band-Maid. Really getting to understand their backstory. SAIKI's here. It's truly opening my eyes to, you know, the beauty in which the situation we all are getting to experience with every single performance is. There's so much good that's happening with Band-Maid, and I hope they continue to make music for years to come. You know, I get so much more out of listening to them now, and there's like 100 more reactions for me to do, so yeah, keep sending your requests, guys. I'm really enjoying this. Thank you very much, Pulse Kebab, for this recommendation, and I'll be reacting to the other 6 parts as well, guys, so stay tuned for those. But in any case, my friends, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and peace.